Oh, we might be doing these on Friday now instead of Wednesday. Just for the time being. So we're going to say, it's 5 o'clock on a Friday. You can look confused while I do it. And go, it's 5 o'clock on a Friday, and it's time for Craig and Ryland Review Show. I'm Craig.
What?
I'm Craig. Did I not tell you we're moving the review show to a Friday?
Why?
Programming change.
Why?
Me and Lloyd have started doing the podcast again, and that's going to go up on a Wednesday.
Why? Can't you move that to the Friday?
No.
Why?
Friday's a better day.
Yeah, but you could. If they
You get higher ratings on a Friday.
Yeah, exactly. So if you put the podcast on a Friday, people will be happy because they can watch it on Friday evening.
Yeah, but the Craig and
relax,
Ryland,
and they can watch it over the weekend.
The Craig and Ryland Review Show is the flagship show of Magic TV.
Yes, so it should stay on Wednesday.
No, because Friday's a better day.
Yeah, but Wednesday's in the middle of the week.
It's 5 o'clock on a Friday, and it's time for a Craig and Ryland Review Show. I'm Craig.
Oh my god.
I'm Craig.
Yes, I know.
That's the bit where you say I'm Ryland.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show,
God.
right here on Friday, like we've always been. And
No, can't say that. You can't say that.
and where we're going to be sticking around for a while. Now, we're back with another review show with 4 items, and as people have been so nice about the reviews that we've been doing on illusions, we're going to be reviewing another illusion this week, one of Ryland's favourite illusions, and I think you'll know which one I'm talking about when we get to it, ish. But before we before we get to that, it's time to start talking about new tricks, and we're going to get straight into it with a brand new Tenyo trick. So last week, Rye, we reviewed that really cool wish bag,
Yes.
which we said was amazing. Yes. And you got to remember, Tenyo, a lot of the time, it's marketed to like beginners in magic, and so it was kind of surprising to me that there was a trick like wish bag that came out that was so like adaptable to anyone's show. Really, it's something that anybody could do in their show, especially a kids entertainer. And they've just announced 3 new tricks for 2025. So last week we looked at wish bag. This week we're looking at a razorway. And I remind you that Tenyo a lot of the time do market their stuff for beginners, because I've got a feeling you're going to trash this and you're not going to like it at all. And I totally understand why. You can't even remember which one I'm talking about, do you? It's the one with the big rubber. The coin.
Still don't know.
The coin and the mat, and you... Let's show them a performance.
Now what I have here is I have this really cool green mat. So I have 1 green mat, £1 coin, so one £1 coin, and I have this whiteboard eraser. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually completely rub away this coin from existence, like this. What?
I have a question. So Ryland has just remembered what trick we're talking about. Nothing but professionalism on the Craig and Ryland Review Show. We come prepared. We come with facts. We come with statistics. We come with a...
No, we don't.
We come with a 13-year-old boy who doesn't even know what he's doing half the time.
Yep.
But he does actually remember a razorway now. They've just seen a performance of it. Mm-hmm. Effectively, the trick is that you take a coin and you erase it away. It's basically what happens, using like an old-fashioned sort of chalkboard rubber.
Yes.
Now, when I reminded you, while they were watching that video, what this trick was, you were like, oh, I hate that one.
No, I don't say I hate it.
What did you say?
You're like, it's the one where you have the mat and the thing and you pull the coin. I was like, oh yeah, I don't like that one.
Okay, so why don't you like it? I agree, by the way, I don't like it at all. I think that a lot of Tenyo stuff is very innovative. They have some really clever ideas. They have some really clever, thought-out concepts. But I think this is just so pants. I think they've taken the age-old concept of a savant and just said, right, it's almost like they were like, right, okay, there's somebody sitting around in Tenyo headquarters, and they're like, right, okay, come on, guys, we've got another 4 tricks to come out with for 2025. And they're like, okay, well, we got this one. It's a really cool idea with a bag, and you keep producing things from it. We'll call it Wish Bag. Oh, that's great. And we got another one, and it's going to look like a jail cell, and it's a penetration. Oh, that's really good. And they get to the point where they're just like, right, okay, we need one more. And the guy that designs the 10-year tricks is like, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I've done it all. I've done it all. I've been making these tricks for 10 years now, for 25 years. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. And he just looks and he sees a savant and he's like, there you go, that's it. We'll sell people a savant and a big blackboard rubber and we'll tell them it's a new trick. That's a good idea. That's the only thing I can think of, because there's nothing new. There's nothing innovative. The mat that's included with it, you don't actually need the mat. If you're sitting down at a table, you can just do what most people do when they're choosing to lap. Oh, spoiler, that involves lapping here, but you do get a special mat.
No, it doesn't. It involves savanting.
Savanting, which is kind of lapping into a mat. You use savants a lot in your act, but you use them standing
I don't
up.
savant into them, though.
No, you don't, do you?
I put stuff in them, but I don't.
You steal from them and you drop stuff in them secretly, but not by.
I don't go.
No, not by doing that. No, not by doing that at all. But yeah, I mean that's the. Here's the thing. I like it very much in terms of the concept of rubbing away a coin is a really good idea.
But you can do that. I think they did what you said, and they put all of it together, but with like a whiteboard eraser. And I think they also looked at that trick where it's like you take it away, so you take a coin, you rub away the coin.
Erase a coin by
Erase a coin.
Yeah, by David Roth. Yeah. And the savant is actually a bit crap as well, isn't it? Like the mat comes like not flat.
Yeah. So if you wanted to do that though, couldn't you just like, oh look, I've got a coin here. What's going to happen? I take the coin and watch this.
Yeah, like what you can't see what he's doing off camera here, but he's actually doing.
I'm just lapping. So imagine it's on the table, and I'm rubbing it like this, and it's just falling into my hand. And it's like bam, it's gone, and then.
Yeah, a lot of people buy Tenyo because it's a really clever method. I can't see anyone buying this for its clever method. I really can't. There's nothing really exciting about this. I mean, our erase away is now currently sitting in that bin over there. It's like, I've erased it out of existence. I just think that this is probably one of the worst Tenyo tricks I've ever seen. Yep. And I'm happy to give Tenyo a pass when it comes to impractical stuff, because that's kind of their thing. Yeah. But I expect a certain level of cleverness.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's getting 0% from me. I'm very disappointed. What's it getting from you?
It's going to get 6 or 7%.
Don't you dare 6-7 me. Don't you dare 6-7 me. I get it from your sister all the time. I will not sit here and be 6-7 by you, young man. No 6-7s. Right, okay. So that's 21. That's the first one. That's a raise away. Let's move on and let's go on to the next trick. So the next review, we're going to be looking at this, which got released recently. Houdinis Coin Vanish.
Oh, I saw that.
This is Chris Kenworthy presents Houdinis Coin Vanish. It disappears into thin air. And it's a very old method. This doesn't even have a tutorial. It has written instructions. It's a very old method that allows you to make a coin disappear. Now, the instructions just tell you to make the coin disappear. They give you a couple of different ways of how to make the coin disappear. We looked at it. Yeah. And we actually thought it'd be nicer if the coin came back. So we've kind of routined it in a way where the coin disappears, but then it comes back afterwards inside the bag. So you're left with a regular coin that you can use to go into whatever else you want to go into. But effectively, the Vanish is what you're buying here. Now, like I say, it's based on a very old concept. I've seen a lot of people kind of go down the route of using this concept, including people like Johnny Wong and a whole bunch of other people. But it's very well made. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's have a look at a performance of it first of all. You doing it, as I say, Ryan's going to bring the coin back because we thought that looked cooler. But, you'd have to add that. You don't get the extra coin with it. You don't get the real coin. You just get the gimmick coin.
What I have here is I have a bag. Now, inside the bag, there is a coin. Now, what's going to happen? I'm going to try and make this coin completely and totally disappear. So we've got one bag, one coin. The coin gets cut like this. 1, 2, 3 shakes, and the coin completely and totally disappears. Now, you're thinking, where's the coin? But the coin is actually inside of the bag. Like this. What?
So, I mean, that's the Vanish.
Yeah, that's the Vanish.
Have you ever seen that sort of method before? Because effectively they're using black art on a coin. Have you ever seen that built into a coin before? Because I have. many times. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I like about this is the coin is actually really well made.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when you have coins like this, you need a close-up pad in order to make it work, or I think Johnny Wong once came up with a version with a tie, but you need a close-up pad or some sort of thing like that. What's nice about this is everything is self-contained inside the bag. So you have the bag, you can have the bag in your pocket, takes up very little pocket space. You bring the bag out and you open up the bag and you bring out the coin and you're into the trick. You could, if you wanted to, with a little bit of thought, have the coin examined at the beginning. The way that they do this, the coin is not examinable at the beginning and the bag is not examinable at the end. But with a little bit of routining, if you've got a little bit of experience with coin magic, you could have the coin examined at the beginning and you could have the bag examined at the end. It would just involve a little bit more sleight of hand. But what they're basically offering here is a way of doing a coin vanish with very little sleight of hand. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking, well, that's a little bit too simple. It's effectively just a coin vanish. I could do that with just a coin transfer, a false coin transfer. You could do that with just a French drop. But I want to know what you think on this, right? Because I'm kind of thinking that...
I think this actually looks pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think you could do any sort of coin vanish and have it look as strong as this does, because it allows you to show your hands empty, take the coin, make the coin vanish, show your hands empty again. I really do believe that this is the best way to make a coin disappear, and I think this would make a great opening routine. You put it in your pocket, you bring out the bag, I'm going to show you something with a coin, boom, watch the coin.
Disappear, make the coin reappear.
And it'll instantly reset once you've taken...
It completely disappears into thin air.
It really does. And the way that Ryland used it, you used an old school French drop, which is one of the techniques they taught. You can also use he's playing with a Sharpie. You can also use a heel clip vanish. You can also, there's a bunch of other stuff that they go through on the written instructions. But really, if you can do really basic coin magic, you can do this. But the nice thing is your hands are going to be seen empty before the vanish. They're going to be seen empty after the vanish. Now, one thing that I do believe is you should bring the coin back.
Yeah.
And the reason I think that, and it was Roth that talked about this, it doesn't matter how good your technique is, eventually what's going to happen is they're going to want to...
they're going to want to...
Look at Roth used it in the context of a false transfer, and he said no matter how good your false transfer is, eventually they're going to want to look at the other hand because they're trying to figure out what's going on. It's not necessarily because you've done the technique bad.
Yeah, you could do the French stop, and you could. Do you know? I do this to my friends because they know how a false transfer works.
Do they?
Yeah.
So you'd bring it out.
I'll do this, and I'll go look. So I'm gonna take the coin. I'm gonna do a false transfer, and then put it down. And it'll be like, look, I've got the coin. Where do you think the coin is? Because it's not here. They're gonna go that. No, it's completely gone. It's actually back into the bag.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a very, very, very good idea. I remember looking at it and thinking, there's no way I'm going to do this on God's green earth.
I'm gonna do it.
But then, looking at it, I think it's good. And you talk about doing this to your mates at school. You could just put this in your pocket.
Yeah.
Have it in your pocket, bring out the coin, vanish it, boom, job done. It's a very nice little EDC. Yeah. I think it's definite. And the coin is very well made. For those people that know what's going on here, it is completely invisible, the gimmick is. When the gimmick is hidden, it is completely invisible. I've got bad eyesight, but I'm like looking at what I need to look at, and I cannot see that coin at all. Are you the same? Yeah. And I think this sort of thing lives and dies by that. So I like it very, very much. I'm going to give this 95%. I think it's really good. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 96 or 97%.
Which one, 96 or 97?
You said 6-7.
You tricked me.
97.
97. Okay, so 97% from Ryland. What did I say? 95%?
95.
95%. Yeah. It's really, really good. We're going to move on now with another...
You should give it 96% because it's so good.
96. Okay, so next up we have... Boom! Royal Mix-Up by Joel Anthony.
I don't know what it is.
Yes, you do.
One.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So
you get the Royal Mix-Up
I know
by...
what that one is.
You get... No, don't show them yet. They're going to see your performance first. No. No, just let them see them.
Okay.
Okay. So first off, you got the Royal Mix-Up by Joel Anthony. Joel Anthony is a great magician. I've actually interviewed him on Magic TV in the past. I've met him several times in real life. Very, very, very good magician. And what we have here is a card gimmick that he's developed that allows you to perform a kind of weird fusion of two selected cards. Now, there's a couple of other things that you can do with this, but before we get into any of that at all, we're going to look at a performance. Yep. So let's have a look at a performance of this by Ryland. Ryland's going to perform it, and then once he's performed it, we'll talk about what we think. Okay, so that's the Royal Mix-Up. Now, you get quite a lot of stuff with this, so I want to tell you exactly what you get. First of all, you get 10 of these cards. These are the reveal cards. So these are specially printed cards with the Jack of Clubs in one corner and Queen of Hearts in the middle. It can vary from set to set, but basically that's what you've got. And the reason they give you reveal cards is so that you can give it away. Let's say that you're doing this to a really important spectator or something, or like a VIP. You can give this away to the VIP and you can let them keep one as a really cool souvenir. But you also get 2 different gimmicks. Now, the first gimmick is the one that you saw Ryland use in that particular performance, which is kind of the main routine, which is a really nicely gimmicked card. And I don't think we've got it around at the moment. It's a nice gimmicked really card. Nice, yeah. But what it allows you to do... Is that the one? That's the one. What it allows you to do, as you saw with Ryland, is you can show the Jack of Hearts, the Jack of Clubs, front and back very, very clearly. You can show your hand empty, and you can just rub it like this. And as you rub it, you can actually change the card. And at that point then, your hands are empty. There's nothing to hide. You can show it front and back, which is great. And then in the action of doing it, there's nothing to hide. You've stolen that. And then if you want to, this can't be given away. It's clean, but you can't give it away because it doesn't feel like a normal card. But then if you wanted to, you could switch that for one of the reveal cards and give it away. Or just put it back. And the reset is almost instant. So the reset takes literally about 3 or 4 seconds, and then you reset, ready to go again. The thing they need to remember is it always is going to be the same card with the set that you've got. Yeah. So it's always going to be the Jack of Clubs and the Queen of Hearts. Bear that in mind if you're doing a gig where everybody knows each other. You might not want to be doing this again and again and again. But the tutorial's about half an hour long, and Joel goes through what you just did, which is kind of the main routine. Yeah. And then as well as the main routine, you also get... bonus other handlings and bonus other reveals as well. Yeah. He's got a really nice mentalism routine where the move gets done underneath the envelope, which is included. You also get another gimmick that works in a different way. The first gimmick works in magnets without giving too much away. The second gimmick works in a different way. And what I love that Joel has done here is he has given people so many different options in terms of how to perform this. You've got 3 or 4 different routines. You've got a couple of different gimmicks. You've got reveal cards if you want to give the reveals away. If you don't want to give the reveals away, you don't have to. There's lots of different ways that you can actually go with this. I didn't know whether I'd like this. I've got like so many card tricks. I didn't know if this is another card trick that would float my boat. But I really like this. I love the simplicity of it. I love the fact that I've got this in my top pocket. I give it to someone, hold on to. 2 people pick cards. Boom, I've predicted the first card. I've changed the first card into the second card in a kind of a weird way. And then I'm clean. And I'm instantly reset and I'm ready to go again. I very much like this. I'm going to be throwing this into my close-up case. I don't think you're going to be doing this because you don't do card magic. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think?
I think that I'm going to give this 79%.
79%?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You don't do card tricks for new people to this review show, so he always tends to give card magic a slightly lower mark. But I'm going to give this 90%. I think this is really good. And I could see myself doing this. I could actually, in fact, I've got my close-up case down there. As soon as I finish this review show, I'm going to put all of the gimmicks into my close-up case. It takes up very little space in your case, and I think this is going to get a really good reaction. I think when you start playing with it, there's lots of other ways that you can actually do this as well in the spectator's hands and so on and so forth. So there you go. 79% from Ryland, 90% from me. We've got one final show to look at now. And we're going to look at that right now. This is the last one. One final review, and this is on another illusion. So the final illusion we're going to be looking at today is created by Andy Topham from Illusioncraft, and it's Andy's version. Adam Topham. Why did I say Andy? It's Adam Topham's variation of the cardboard box illusion. So a lot of magicians do cardboard box.
Better, in my opinion.
So yeah, this is Adam Topham's variation of the cardboard box illusion. Now,
in my opinion, I think this is better.
I want to know why, because here's the thing: a lot of beginning illusion acts do the cardboard box illusion. Not even beginning illusion acts, like Young and Strange, have made it their like signature trick for a long time. You know, Young and Strange have done it all over the world. You look at Raymond and Cannon, who are the current stage magicians of the year at the IBM Magic Convention. They close their show with the cardboard box illusion. Shahid Malik, obviously, for years and decades, even made a name for himself by doing the cardboard box illusion.
Yeah.
You've never done the cardboard box illusion, so what makes this better? Well, actually, first of all, do you want me to show a performance of it? Do you want to tell people what it is, and then you can tell them?
I think you should show a performance first.
Okay, so this is a performance of Ryland literally trying to kill his sister.
Which one are you going to show?
Probably Rugeley.
Did I go as tough as I usually do on Rugeley?
I think you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me that.
I'll show you Rugeley. Let's have a look at this. This is a performance of Ryland doing Spike Rap. After he's done the performance, we'll talk about what we think.
This is really dangerous. I said this is dangerous. Okay, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna put my sister inside of the box. Look around in saran wrap and put very sharp wooden stakes through her. Does that sound fun? Would you like to do that? Okay. Right. Thea, are you ready? Let's do this.
Okay, so that is spike wrap. Can you first of all talk about the differences between the cardboard box and spike wrap? Talk about why you love spike wrap and why you think this is better.
Okay,
You can take the lead on this.
With the cardboard box, it is a cardboard box, and you shove very big sticks through, and then you shove a big stick through the middle.
Yep.
With spike wrap, it's pretty much the same thing, but you're inside of a metal frame instead of a cardboard box, and you're saran wrapped in with black saran wrap, so you're completely boxed in. So it looks way more impossible because first of all, the cardboard box is a lot bigger. This is like half the size, I would say. Like if you actually measure up the dimensions, this is probably like half the size.
Yep.
And you've got a lot more, you've got a lot more sticks first of all.
Yep.
In cardboard box, and when you put that middle stick through on the cardboard box, you can't see if it's going through the bottom or not. You can't see where it's going, and it could be just be going off to the side. But with spike wrap, it goes straight down through the middle, and you see it straight through the bottom.
You also get gimmick sticks with spike wrap as well,
Yes.
don't you? Can you explain why that's useful?
It makes it a lot more. First of all, as well as that, I'm going to just say spike wrap is a lot more visual because you can spin the box around and shot all the way around.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's 3 sides that are going to be covered: the sides and the front. But the back isn't as covered. It's already got a few sticks through. But then there's gimmick sticks, which the ends of the sticks come off. So as you put them through the back, you take the end of the stick off and you attach it to a metal sheet on the back that is attached to the metal frame. So it's not like you have to do it with saran wrap. You just do it and you pull the sheet back.
And the assistant inside pulls the thing down.
So as you're pushing it through, you take that end off and just attach it to the metal sheet, and the whole back is covered. So you spin it around and you can see that every single side is completely and totally covered.
Yeah. It gives the illusion that they're going right through the middle.
Right through the middle.
When in actual fact they're not.
And every side is just completely covered.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it is more expensive than a cardboard box. Literally, if you're going to do a cardboard box, you need to buy a cardboard box
and
some sticks, right?
Yeah.
This is a bit more expensive, but it is actually one of the cheaper illusions.
Yeah.
Now, you started off with this by being the person that goes in the box.
Yeah.
You used to do that. In fact, wasn't it Killian on the tour that like when you went on the Killian O'Connor My World is Magic tour, Killian opened the second half by doing this to you almost every single night.
Yeah. I think it was every single night.
Yeah.
Not almost. I think it was.
Okay.
Sure.
And is it scary being the assistant? Like, people need to know. Put the gimmick down. Seriously, I want to focus on this.
It's probably not as scary when you've got Tom or Nemid doing it. It's probably very scary when you've got me doing it on you.
Do you want to explain?
Because most people, they put it in, like, straight through, and they're really soft with it, like, ch, ch. But when, like, for example, me and Alex do it, it's like a... and it goes straight through.
So is it dangerous for the assistants inside? Like you've
You're
never injured Thea.
I've never injured Thea. I've been injured.
Yeah, I remember. Tell them about the time that you got whacked by Killian.
So Killian was doing the tour, and he did it, and he when we were practicing, he threw the stick through straight through the middle, and like jabbed my back, and my back was like, it was hurting. But when I do it with Thea, I'm very accurate, and I take a lot of safety precautions, and make sure it's all good.
Because there is a sequence. Because there is no trick to this. There's no base or anything.
Oh, no, there's no base. It's just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You're actually basically just dodging the spikes.
But it's not that you're dodging the spikes because you know roughly where they're going to be going, or at least the first few.
The first two, you know, and then the third.
No, the first.
Yeah, no, the first two, you know, like that one's going on the left. No, that one's going straight through the middle. You know the first one. The next three, you know, are going through the side. Well, in our routine, the next three, they go through the side, so you know they can't hit you. Then you got to go to the left, because the next one's going through the back onto the left, and the next one's going through the back onto that way. And then the rest, it's mumble jumble. You don't know where they're coming from. And the only times I have hit Thea, they've been really soft, like, as they're going through it, just like, it's like...
Yeah, so you've grazed her more than hit her.
Yeah, I've grazed her. If I have hit her, it'll be like this. And it's only like barely just like gone like that, and it won't hurt that much. Obviously, it'll hurt a little bit when it happens, but like when she gets out of the box, it won't hurt anymore.
And is it a good beginner illusion?
You're gonna need to give it practice, but yeah.
There is a lot of practice involved in spike wrap. Because if the assistant gets it wrong inside the box,
or you don't know the routine fully.
yeah. Because if your assistant's forgotten or you've forgotten the sequence,
But like, for example, there was one time where I forgot who it was or whoever did it on someone, but that was one time in a little slightly unusual thing. Someone was doing it and they forgot the sequence and they just took a stick, threw it straight from the back, just straight. No, that was Matt on me. I remember. I was in the box. Matt was doing it on me, and he just took the stick and threw it straight for the middle. Went my backwards. So I was sitting like this, and so imagine if I was sitting more forward like this. He just went straight from my back.
really,
Yeah.
wow,
And there was one time when I was doing spike rap, and I was doing, do you know press and light switch on?
yeah,
When I did that, well, I was doing spike rap and dancing cane. I opened with dancing cane and did spike rap. He accidentally put the spike rap music for dancing cane on.
that's like a 7-minute track.
That's like a 7-minute track.
Okay,
So I was stuck there doing dancing cane for 7 minutes.
wow.
And then he just stuck with the same music. As he was like, every time I looked over saying, Matt, can you turn this music off? I've been doing this for like 5 minutes now. It doesn't look good anymore. And he's like, carry on.
Oh well.
Doesn't work like that. And then he just stuck with the same music for Spike Up. He just put the track to the beginning. He's like, let's go again.
Well, look, this is the thing. When you're doing illusion shows, things are going to go wrong. When you do illusion shows, things are going. I mean, the amount of times I've made mistakes, the amount of times you've made mistakes.
I mean, you push someone off a stage and give them whiplash.
I did do that.
That was probably the worst one.
That was me.
That
But here's the thing, right? You stop fiddling with
I
stuff.
have to fiddle.
Like the thing you need to understand is, and this is about all illusions, but especially with spike rap, things are going to go wrong. You're gonna. It doesn't matter how much practice you do. You're occasionally going to nobble your sister. I think that Tom grazed Thea in the box the other day, just like.
Not as bad as I probably have one time.
Well, Tom's very safe with
Tom's
it.
very safe with it. I'm like,
Yeah. So what? So if people are watching this, you're saying it's not a good one as a first illusion, or it
no,
is?
so it is, but you need to give it a bit of practice before you do it. I mean, you need to give practice to everything before you do it. But this one's a bit more. It's more on the subchunk, less than subchunk, but more on the subchunk side than like most illusions. A lot more than through steel, but a little bit less than subchunk.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What would you give it?
Probably 100%.
And for people who are wanting to put an illusion show together and they've got not that much money, they're wanting to put them together, would you say start with spike wrap over a cardboard box? Or would you say...
Because it looks better. It looks so much better than a cardboard box.
I think Young and Strange would disagree with you.
Maybe. In my opinion.
In your opinion. Okay. I prefer the spike wrap as well. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Okay, so what would you give it? I would give this 100. Oh, the other thing that we should talk about is how practical it is. Like the case it breaks down into is just...
Yeah, it's so thick. It's so thin.
Yeah, it's a very small flight case. Everything
small
goes in there. The spike's in there. You use a fake hand for a gag. That goes in
we've
there.
got fake hand. We've got tape. Like loads of rolls of saran wrap. The actual thing. We've got the big stick. We've got an umbrella stand.
Everything that you need is in there.
Yeah, everything we need is in there.
And the build time when you get there, it's not that long.
If you're Thea, it's an hour and a half.
Well, Thea takes a while
If
because
you're Tom or Maddie or me, it can take you like 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're in a good mood, like me sometimes, it'll take me 5. But if I was like yesterday with my cold, probably would have took me like more than the 15 time.
You could literally fit this in the boot of a car.
Yeah, definitely.
The back seat of a car.
Yeah.
You could get this illusion in the back seat of a car, and that's what we mean.
You
You
can
don't.
probably fit it in the boot. I think we have fitted it in the boot.
Yeah, you can get this into the boot of a car
If it's a big car, if it's a mini, probably not.
relatively easily. Yeah. So yeah, 100% from me. 100% from Ryland. This is a really great illusion. You can get it from Illusion Craft. It is an Illusion Craft prop. So you have to get it from Illusion Craft. Tell Adam Topham we sent you. And if you're wanting to put an illusion act together, this is a great one to work with.
It's a great one.
Yeah. But there you go. That is your review of your illusion for this week.
Billion%. You gonna give it its percentage?
Oh, what you did. Right, here we go. Wrap it up.
There's no visa in the bag. There's no visa in the bag. No visa in the bag.
It is another review show in the bag. Thank you once again for joining us right here on Magic TV. Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back again next Friday right here on the Craig and Magic TV. Join the Netrix, which is...
Wednesday. When you say Friday, that's Magical Review, sir. Oh! What? That's going to confuse me for a long time.
Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to follow Ryland on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And don't forget, join the Netrix. It is thenetrix.com. We will see you again. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
We'll see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Looks like I've got a nosebleed, doesn't it? Look at the camera.